Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. The issue of bigotry, ethnic bigotry, and the fact that we are very impatient with all the tribes is beginning to degenerate to other things. And also the fact that other hosts in other regions are hospitable does not mean it's a sign of weakness. I think in all cases, there should be what we call education, where every tribe needs to be properly educated because of the diversity we actually enjoy in this country, which may actually turn to endurance if proper actions are not taken in the right direction to put a stop to all this that is happening. As we speak right now, a lot of ethnic clash is going on in Lagos. But before we go into the news proper for the analysis, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Some months back, years back, there have been an outcry generally of the influx of Okada riders that are from a different ethnic group coming into some parts southeastern state. In Lagos in particular, there was an upsurge, that especially in Festac town area, where people began to wonder that are they Niger people, because they were mostly from the northern part of Nigeria, hopefully based on the languages they speak. Well, as we speak, another ethnic clash has ensued at Iyana, Ejigbo area of Lagos state, as the chairman of the Tricycle Owners and Operators Association of Nigeria, that's TOOAN, a subsidiary of National Union of Road Transport Workers, NURTW, Iyana Ejigbo branch, who is simply identified as OK, was stabbed to death by an Okada rider believed to be an Hausa man. The issue has degenerated into Hausa-Yoruba clash in the area, as Yorubas have started attacking the Hausas in retaliation after the victim was confirmed dead early Friday morning. This is rather sad, as in early this morning. This is really, really sad. A little patience here and there wouldn't have even degenerated to this level. We need to be talking to one another. But let's continue with the news. It was gathered that Okada rider, who is still at large after killing somebody, is actually on the run, had taken a wrong route. So look at exactly what happened. It was gathered that Okada rider, who is still at large, had taken a wrong route around 11 p.m. yesterday and hit the TOOAN chairman in the process. That's the Keke Rider Association chairman. The chairman reportedly challenged him and warned him against taking the wrong route. You came to somebody's land, somebody's area, did the wrong thing. They corrected you. See the action he finally did. An eyewitness who spoke to Daily Post said out of arrogance, the Hausa Okada rider went to pick his knife, came back to the victim, stabbed him and ran away. He said the victim, who was rushed to the hospital, later died. This was confirmed by the DPO of Ejigbo Divisional Police Headquarters, CSP, Akinsola Ogunwale, who said he was at the scene to forestall the fracas between Hausas and Yorubas, as Yorubas have started attacking the Hausas as at today. The DPO said the victim died in the hospital because he lost so much blood. Oh dear. When contacted, the Lagos Police Public Relations Officer, SP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, said he was yet to be briefed about the issue. This is rather sad. A little patience here and there. You see why we need to, this orientation, we need to remove it. It's making us, I'm very sure whoever that Okada rider is had come into Lagos with a particular mindset. He believes that everybody who intimidates you, everybody who access you, they hate you, they want to kill you. So be the first to strike first. And that's why, just a little correction, you took the wrong route, and they're correcting you. Say, guy, this is not the right route. Look at me, you have hit me because you took the wrong route. My friend, do the right thing and move the right way. And that was enough to trigger him to pick a knife and kill a chairman of Keke rider. When have you now seen why sometimes some people begin to say some people they are not hospitable? When they keep doing it, there's freedom of religion, right? There's also freedom of residence, freedom of movement. You can stay anywhere you like in Nigeria, quote unquote, because quote unquote we're still one Nigeria. But that also doesn't mean that you go to another man's land, break the law of the land, and when they ask you why are you breaking the law of the land, you begin to say, after all, who are you to question me? This, that, and that, and you think you take the law into your hands by killing another man, and now he's still on the run. They're still unable to get hold of him. But the man, a grown man, he has killed, probably have families. Now he's now dead. What will happen to him now? Obviously, as the way the thing is going, probably at the end of the day, he will sneak into somewhere, and next thing he will not be in Lagos, and he will go scot-free. Justice has to be served to deter others from doing this. This issue of some particular region thinking they are bigger than others is so wrong. If you are wrong in any place you are in, and you're against the law of the Lord, law of the land, please obey the law. If you are there, obey the law of the land. If in your section where you live, you can ride and hit people, I wonder which part of Nigeria said that will permit such. And they're saying that is one way, you shouldn't go through that wrong route. And you think it's enough, that they have insulted your integrity enough to the point that you have to take a knife and stab another man for correcting you. And now, before you know it, now people will begin to say, okay, we don't want this particular set of people in our area. They begin to say, these people are not hospitable. These people are. It's because of the undoing of some set of people. Please, we need to orientate our Indegines. We need to orientate our citizens. We need to orientate our brothers, wherever they are. That every other ethnic group are not beasts. Please. This issue of coming into with one mentality, you come into somebody's region and begin to say, okay, they hate me, they want to kill me. If they just say anything, stab them. That is the problem with what we are just seeing now. Because ordinarily, if it is fellow Hausa man that corrected him, I'm sure he wouldn't have carried a knife to stab him. I'm so sure that the fellow Hausa man will tell you, Iyana or Aboki or whatever the case is, why are you passing here? Or this is wrong. I'm sure he would say it is still the same Hausa people or northern part where they destroyed bottles, cartons of brewery, bottles of alcoholic drinks, simply because it's against their region, it's against their religion. Did anybody kill anybody? No. The owners of the business took it in their strategist life. Now, their region doesn't permit such, so why should you go there and sell? Now you know better. Next time you will not go and put your business in there. So that's the law of their land. So if you're going to that region, you just know that in this region they don't permit this, they don't permit this. You obey it, so that you don't hear stories that touch. Now, if they come to this particular region and they say this one is permissible, this one is not allowed, this one, obey it, please, so that there will be peace. See, we have very fragile peace in this country. You don't need to trigger. You don't need to begin to carry your mentality and begin to impose it on another man's mentality. Somebody corrects you, and the next thing that comes to your head, the only thing that came to your head was actually to stab him to death. Now he's at large. Now tell me. Let's be real. Let's be practical. Let's leave sentiment. You know, it's good to be practical. Let's be objective. Let's leave sentiment out of this. If it's your brother that they stab to death like that, simply because he corrected a brother from a different region, would you see that same person from that same region and begin to look at him and begin to say, okay, this person, let me allow him into my household, or let me allow him into my area, or let me allow him into my compound, or let me allow him into my office, or let him work for me? You'll be uncomfortable with him because you say these ones that that can't manage anger tantrums. The anger management is zero or nil. Zero to nothing, in fact. So for that reason, you'll be skeptical of employing them into your parastatal. You're skeptical of bringing them into your homes. Skeptical of even bringing them into your area. Before you know it, they begin to say they're behaving like bigots. It's not so. Antecedent, history, and past dealings is showing that they are like short fuse. They're not patient. They think others are animals, simply probably, I do not know. But this is getting out of hand. We need to talk to ourselves. Our leaders need to start talking to the Indegines that other tribes are not beasts. You don't go there and start killing them simply because that's their law of their land. If they say you shouldn't go through one way, please obey it. Now that you have killed a whole chairman, you think that the Yorubas will come and clap for you and say you have done well, you have killed our brother, welcome, stay back. This is what causes ethnic clashes. We need to keep it in check. I bless the policemen that came in and tried to put the whole scenario under check. But then to forestall such from happening again, please let's orientate our not exposed, ill exposed brothers and sisters from other regions, so that they will know that when they go to other people's region, obey the law of the land. If you feel that that law is too big for you, please leave that region, go to another region where you are fit and you're comfortable with their laws.